everybody, welcome to Impact Pilates YouTube page. My name is Amanda. Today the workout I have for you is a full-length workout, and we're actually going to be using a prop today. Okay, so we're going to be using a full-length Flexband. And the workout that I have, I named it Bringing the Reformer to the Mat. So if you are familiar with the Reformer, which is a piece of Pilates equipment, what we're going to be doing today is kind of taking those exercises that you would see on the Reformer and kind of recreating them on the mat using a Flexband as that substitute for the spring-like resistance that you would see on the Reformer. If you do not have a Flexband, if you don't have a full-length Flexband, don't worry. You can do this class incorporating weights. So if you have like the light toning balls or lighter weights, or not, even if you're using cans or water bottles, you can do the class using those. Or you can also do this just using your own body weight, not using a prop at all. Some of the emphasis will be a little bit different, but you can certainly do all of the same exercises just using your body weight or the light weights if you have them, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get started on your back. We're just gonna get started with more of a traditional mat warm-up. If you have that Flexband, you're going to take it behind the back and you're going to bring it so it's kind of wrapping around like your mid-back shoulder blade area. And then make sure that there's about like an equal amount of band on each side. And then just go ahead and lie yourself down right on the mat. The band can just go to the side for now. We don't need it just yet. And we're just going to be lying flat on your back, finding a nice neutral position through the pelvis and through the spine. So we have that pubic bone, top of the pelvis on the same plane. We're going to start with that breath, taking a nice big inhale, breathing into the front and sides of the rib cage. And then we're going to exhale out through the mouth, feeling that gentle wrapping sensation around the rib cage. And a gentle lift through the pelvic floor to help hold and stabilize the spine in neutral. We're going to do that 2 more times. We're taking another nice big inhale through the nose, imagining filling up the rib cage like a balloon. And then we're going to exhale out through the mouth. And as we exhale out through the mouth, we feel that connection in the deep stabilizing abdominal muscles, but we're nice and relaxed through the shoulders, necks, chest, hip flexors, and glutes. 1 more time, taking another big inhale through the nose, and then exhaling out through the mouth, holding the spine, but feeling the connection between the transverse abdominis and the pelvic floor. We're going to go into our imprint and release now. We're taking an inhale, holding that neutral. And now on the exhale, we're going to connect through the obliques to find the imprint. So the connection through the obliques is moving the pelvis back towards the rib cage. The lower back lengthens towards the mat. We're taking an inhale to hold that imprint. And then on the exhale, we're returning that pelvis back to neutral. Doing that again, taking an inhale here through the nose. Exhale, connecting through the obliques to find that imprint. Make sure we're not pressing into the feet or using again the glutes. Take an inhale to maintain that imprint. And then on that exhale, let's return the pelvis back to your neutral. 1 more time, taking an inhale here. Exhale, obliques are you working to find that imprint. We take an inhale to maintain. And then on the exhale, we return that pelvis back to your neutral. Now we're going to take the band, if you have it. We're going to bring it into your hands. And when it comes to the band, you never really want to like grip or feel like you're like white knuckling it, okay? You should always just almost be able to pinch it between your index finger and the thumbs So the band is almost working with you. You're not using it to kind of create tension and resistance within the body, if that makes sense. You're kind of using it as a tool, but it shouldn't be causing rigidity and tension. Okay? So we're just pinching it between the index finger and thumbs, and we're just gonna reach both arms straight up towards the ceiling. Okay? We're about shoulder width apart, neutral through the spine and pelvis. And then from here on the inhale, we're just going to protract through the scapula. So you're feeling that little bit of resistance from behind. And then on the exhale, we're going to go through neutral into gentle retraction. And you almost feel like the band like pulling the shoulder blades back. Watch that you're not losing that rib cage placement. We inhale to protract. And then on the exhale, we're going through neutral and we gently retract. Again, through neutral to protract. And then we move through neutral to retract. One more time, we protract. And then we retract. We're going to stop neutral in center. From here, we're taking an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to connect through the obliques to find your imprint. We're going to pull the right leg up to tabletop. And then we're going to bring that left leg up to match. Inner thighs connect together. Taking an inhale to stay. On the exhale now, we're just tapping that right toe down to the mat. We inhale, pull it back up. Now that left side, we're just moving from the hip, stabilizing through the torso and shoulders. Feeling that stability and connection through the shoulder girdle. And lift. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. 4 more. This is 4. Keep reaching those fingers towards the ceiling. Exhale, 3. Inhale up. 2 more. This is 2. Lift. This is 1. Coming up, we're holding it here. Now both arms. On the exhale, we're just reaching them back overhead. Keeping that stability through the rib cage. And then pulling the arms back up towards the ceiling. Now because of the band and its placement, you may not be able to move the arms back as far, and that's okay. And then pull them back up. Because it's kind of around that back rib cage and shoulder blades, the band should be staying supported or almost pressed down gently against the mat, because you have that connection through the transverse abdominis, right? One more time, exhale, reaching those arms back. Inhale, pulling them up. Now from here, exhale, arms open out to the side. Again, without letting that rib cage pop towards the ceiling, pull the arms back up. Again, we exhale, open out. Inhale, lift. We have 2 more here. Exhale, open. Inhale, up. 1 more time. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift. We're going to bring that right leg down, that left leg down. Return the pelvis to neutral. Hands just come down by your side. We don't need there to be any resistance on the band. We're just going to go into hip rolls, warming up the spine. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, using the obliques to roll through imprint, then using the glutes to bring the pelvis all the way up to the widest part of the shoulder blades. We're taking an inhale to stay and reach. And then on the exhale, we're going to melt the spine down. We're moving through imprint back to your neutral. Again, taking an inhale here. Exhale, obliques to imprint, glutes to peel all the way up. Press down through the feet, reach forward through the knees. Taking an inhale to stay. Exhale, melting that spine back. 2 more. Take an inhale. Exhale, focus on that articulation from the tail all the way up to the shoulder blades. Take an inhale to stay. Now really focus on that articulation from the shoulder blades all the way back down sequentially to the tail. Last time, take an inhale. Exhale, obliques first. Glutes send a peel all the way up. Take an inhale to stay. And then exhale, melting the spine all the way down. Moving through imprint back to neutral. All right, we're gonna grab behind one leg, bring the body up. So we can take the band out from behind your back. And then we're gonna wrap it around the balls of the feet. So I always like to just make sure it's secure. I wrap it around the balls and I make sure there's about like an inch, like just above my toes. And that way it will just kind of hug around. Make sure that there's an equal amount of band on each side. And then we're gonna lie back down on your back. We're gonna go ahead and find your imprint. And then we're gonna bring those legs up to your tabletop position, inner thighs squeeze together. Once again, I'm just pinching it in between my index finger and my thumbs. My elbows are bent and I have them almost just hovering off the mat. Now my upper body is staying stable the entire time. I'm not moving my arms. It's just my lower body. On the exhale, I'm reaching both legs straight out, bending the knees and controlling in. Just like if I had my feet in the straps in the reformer doing bend and stretch. I'm pushing out, I'm maintaining an imprint, and then bend, pull in. Exhale, we are gonna add on to this. Bend, pull in. Again, exhale to reach. Inhale, pull in. Now you're gonna add flexion. As you reach the legs, curl up. Think rib cage to pelvis. You're still in an imprint. Bend the knees, lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, press and curl. Everything reaches out. Inhale, bend, return in. Exhale, pushing into the band. Elbows stay bent. Bend and control the return. This time we press and curl. We're gonna hold it right here, just the legs. We bend in. Exhale, push out. Inhale, bend in. Keeping that imprint. Bend. Exhale, push. Good. Last one. Now it's your choice. You can lower the head or keep it lifted. We're gonna lift and lower. Inhale, legs come up. Exhale, pressing them down. Inhale, float them up, folding at the hip joint. Exhale, push them down. Inhale, staying soft through the shoulders, gaze is at the knees. Exhale, press. One more time. You can hear that little quiver in my voice maybe. Exhale, pushing out. Now it's gonna be a ladder. We're gonna go straight up. Bend the knees to tabletop, then push out. It's an inhale, lift, bend. Exhale, push. Again, inhale, lift, bend. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift, bend. Exhale, push, reverse. In, lift, and press out. Good. Inhale, exhale, press. Two more. In, lift, and push. Last one. Bend, lift, and push. Bending the knees in, lowering the head, neck, and shoulders. The band can come out from the feet, and we're gonna have it now just over the shins. Okay, feet are down, hands are holding onto the end. We're gonna take an inhale here. On the exhale, connecting through the obliques to imprint. We're gonna pull those legs back up to your tabletop, squeezing them together. Hands are down by your side, reaching long beyond the hips. We're gonna nod that chin, curling up, gaze is just beyond the knees. Holding it here, we're going into the 100 now. We in, 2, 3, 4, 5, we exhale, keep the flexion. We in, 2, 3, 4, 5, try to not let the legs bounce, just from the shoulders. 4, 5, we exhale. 4, 5, we in. 4, 5, still strong, pumps from the back. We in, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, connecting through the obliques, we in. 4, 5, good, exhale, squeeze those inner thighs, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 4, 5, big breath in. We exhale. 4, 5, good, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, we exhale. 4, 5, last set. 4, 5, exhale. 4, 5, and hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab behind the legs, bring the body all the way up. We're gonna go into some back rowing now. So we're gonna take the band. We're gonna bring it right back to where it was before, around the balls of the feet. Legs are going to be straight. And now we're just rounding those arms right in front of you, okay? If you want an equal amount of band on each side, the rule of thumb is here, the more resistance you want, the closer in you're gonna hold on toward your feet. The least resistance you want, the closer to the band you're gonna hold, okay? I like to start just from an easy place of resistance. So I like to say the band is like at tension, but I'm not really pulling into it. You're sitting up nice and tall, as neutral as you can be. We're gonna go into round back. We take an inhale. On the exhale, you're gonna scoop, rolling the pelvis away from the thighs, and then pulling the hands into the chest, kind of pulling into that resistance. Try to keep those legs anchored down. We take an inhale to stay. Now on the exhale from the rib cage, we're rounding up and over the thighs. And then as you stack the spine up, you release those arms back out. Again, exhale, scoop and roll it back. Pulling the hands into your chest, elbows are wide. We take an inhale to stay. Exhale, rounding from the rib cage, bringing the pelvis back to vertical, spine is rounded. Releasing the arms, stacking back up. And again, allow there to be a little bit of slack here, okay, or like not a ton of tension. The thing is with the band, don't always be relying on it to hold you up tall. You should be able to still use the abdominals and the spine to be up here without really a ton of tension on the band, okay? Again, exhale, scoop and rolling back. And if you don't have the band or you're just using weights, you're doing the same choreography here. Inhale to stay. Exhale, round forward. Don't let the band pull you. You control it. Yes. And then rebuild that spine. Releasing the arms out. One more time like this. Exhale, scoop, roll back. Open through the front of the hip. Pull the hands into the chest. Inhale to stay. Exhale, scoop, rounding forward, up and over the thighs. Stacking up bottom to top. Going into obliques. We exhale, scoop, roll back. Pulling the hands into the chest. We inhale, stay. Now from the rib cage, we're gonna rotate to the left. And as you rotate, you're straightening the elbows, opening the arms. So the arms are in line with the shoulders. And then you're gonna bring the hands back to the chest as you come center. Now to the right, we exhale, rotate, open. Legs stay down and squeeze together. Scoop, come center, hands return. To the left again, exhale. Inhale. to the right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, rounding forward, up and over the thighs. Stacking up tail to head. Again, exhale, scoop, roll back. Pulling the hands into the chest. This time we're going to the right first. We inhale to stay though. And now on the exhale, we rotate and open. Pull in, come center. Remember your head, not a head, your head is the extension of your spine. So watch, don't let the eyes sink down or go behind you. Keep them straight ahead. And coming center. We rotate from the rib cage. We want the eye line and the head to follow that. And move center. One more time to the left. We rotate open. Inhale. Exhale, rounding forward over the thighs. And stacking up nice and tall, bottom to top. Elbows are straight, arms are reaching ahead. Okay, now we're keeping the spine neutral. It's going to be a hinge at the hip. On the exhale, keeping that neutral spine, you start to hinge back. As you hinge, you're going to catch the tension. Start to pull the hands in towards the shoulders. And then we return back up to vertical, straightening those elbows back out. So again, we start the hinge first, and then we pull gently into that weight. And then just returning right back up to vertical. We're doing 2 more like that. If you don't have anything with you, you're just hinging. Bending the elbows, pulling in. Returning right back up to vertical. One more time. Exhale, we pull or hinge. Pull into the weight, and now we hold it here. Just a bicep curl. We straighten. Pull in for 4. Straighten the elbows. Exhale, pull 3. That's it. Spine stays long. This is 2. Out. This is 1. Return up to vertical. Straightening the elbows and relax. Nice. All right, band can come out. I'm going to flip around so I'm facing the front now. We're going to move into some front rowing now. So what you're going to do is you're going to have that band just lengthened out on your mat, and you're going to sit right in the middle of it. You want there to be about an equal amount of band on each side. Okay, once again, if you don't have the band, you're just sitting. You can also use your weights for this as well, okay? We are gonna be sitting up nice and tall. Your knees can be bent, they can be straight out in front of you. This is how they would typically be on the reformer. Or you can go ahead and just sit with the legs crossed. This is where I'm gonna be most comfortable for my body. But those are your options. We're gonna take the band. We're gonna again have it in between the index finger and thumbs. And you're gonna bend your elbows so they're right in by your rib cage. Okay, palms are facing in. Now as you move through this exercise, you're gonna gain resistance in the band. So if you're starting from where it's already super tight, you're really not gonna be able to go anywhere. So I would recommend starting from a place of almost slack. Like I have slack on my band here. I'm up nice and tall. I'm gonna punch my arms straight forward in line with my shoulders as I round the spine. So my arms are in line with my shoulders, my spine is rounded. From here, I'm gonna keep my fingers reaching forward. I'm gonna stack the spine up nice and tall from tail to head. Then from here, I'm gonna keep my rib cage connection. I'm gonna lift both arms up overhead. I'm gonna circle all the way around to a low V. Again, I lose my tension, but I'm using my abdominals and spine to stay tall. And then I bend my elbows and come back in. I punch forward and round the spine forward. I keep my fingers reaching as I stack up the spine, nice and tall from tail to head. I reach both arms up, challenging the scapular stability and the rib cage placement. I circle the arms out to the side as I keep the crown of my head reaching up towards the ceiling. I bend the elbows, return back in. 2 more. I punch forward and round. I keep my fingers reaching. I stack the spine up nice and tall. I reach both arms up towards the ceiling. I circle the arms around. Bend the elbows, come back to my start. 1 more time like that. I punch forward and round. I keep my fingers reaching and stack the spine up tall. Feel that connection underneath the armpits, right around your lats and mid-back. Reach the arms back up. Open out to the side. Now this time as you bend the elbows, round the spine forward. From here, punch the arms just like we did before. Now keep the arms in line with your ears. Stacking everything up nice and tall. Open the arms out to the side. Bend the elbows and round back forward. Punching the arms. Stack everything up, working from the bottom of the spine to the top. Everything lifts. We open out to the side and to the mat. Bend and round the spine back forward. We punch. Lifting up. Open the arms out to the side. Bend and flex 1 more time. We punch forward. Stack everything up. Open the arms wide to the side. You're going to bend the elbows, come in, keeping the body tall, going right into the offering. From here, we reach straight forward, palms face up. We open slightly wider than shoulders. Pull back in front. Bend the elbows and return. Again, we reach forward. We open. Abdominals and arms close, bend, return. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Inhale, open. Close in front. Bend, return. Last time, reach. Open. Close. And return. Coming off the band. Bring it in again, back behind that mid-back area. Okay, so kind of where we started. I'm going to turn around so we're facing the side. We're going to go into a variation of stomach massage. So I know this is not a popular exercise on the reformer, but maybe you'll like it a little more on the mat. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the knees bent, squeezed together, and almost think of a rolling like a ball start position. Okay, so elbows are going to be in, feet are staying down, but we're going to be rounded up and over the thighs. Okay, so we're rolled off the sits bones slightly, so we have that slight flexion through the lower back. So think of like your C curve, but now bring your shoulders over your hips, okay? So shoulders are right over, so again, we're rounded over the thighs. From here, you're gonna reach both arms straight out ahead. So they're right in line with your shoulders. Now the position of your lower back is gonna stay the same. Okay, so your body weight isn't gonna shift forward or back, it stays where it is. But what's gonna happen is on the inhale, you're gonna straighten your left leg and you're gonna rotate to the right. So I'm lifting from my rib cage, spiraling back, but I'm still scooped through my lumbar. Okay, so I'm still rounded through the lower back, but I'm lifting and extending through my chest, keeping my shoulder over my hip. And then I'm gonna exhale, come right back. Now I'm moving to the left. I lift and rotate from the rib cage, reaching my right leg forward, and then use the obliques, coming right back. So notice my pelvis is staying stable. Just feeling that like pull from the rib cage, from the mid-back, center. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. 4 more. 4. And center. This is 3. And center. 2 more. Keep those lower obliques pulling up. Feel that work from the mid-back up. Exhale to get that length. Inhale. Exhale, center. Stacking the spine all the way up. You can take that band out. We're going to bring it in front of you. And then we're going to come up to all fours. So we have our elbows extended underneath our shoulders. We have our knees underneath the hips. And we're going to go ahead and pretend that we're on the long box, about to do some arms pulling straps. So the spine is nice and neutral. Chin is pulled into the neck. You're going to grab onto your band with your right hand. So I'm pressing it down on my left hand, and my right hand is extended back by my hip. Okay? Nice long position through the spine. On the inhale now, I lower my hand towards the mat. Exhale from my shoulder, I pick it right back up. I inhale, come down. I exhale, pick it up. Good, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 4 more. 4. Up. This is 3. Lift. 2 more, keeping the eyes beyond the mat. Up. Last 1. We're going to hold it here. Now just triceps. Bending the elbow, pressing back for 6. Bend, push 5. In, 4. Good, 3. Bend, push 2. Bend, push 1. And coming all the way down. Transfer the weight, stabilizing through that right arm. Left arm now pushes straight back. We inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. Just moving from the shoulder and lift. Trying to make sure that the shoulders, the rib cage, the pelvis stay square to the mat. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. We have 4 more. 4. Press up. Good, this is 3. Lift. Keeping that pelvic floor, the transverse abdominis pulling up, supporting the lower back. 1. We lift, hold it here for triceps. We bend. Exhale, press 6. Keep that spine long. 5. Bend. 4. Good. 3. Bend, push. 2. Bend, push. 1. And bring the hand down. Go ahead, tuck that tail under. You can shift back into a little shell stretch. Taking an inhale here. And an exhale. 1 more time, a big inhale. On the exhale, we're gonna roll the spine all the way up. All right, we're gonna move into some side lying. So we're gonna be on the right hip, And then we're gonna have the band through that left foot only, okay? Once again, around the ball of the foot, make sure that there's an equal amount of band on each side. And then we're gonna be all the way down on your side. Knees are gonna be stacked. And we're just in a long line. So if we were on the reformer, we would be on the short box, the strap would be pulled just above our knee, and we would feel like we're about to fall off the box in this very awkward sideline position. So it's actually a little bit nicer on the mat. You're gonna take the strap, they're gonna be in the same hand as foot, okay, so left foot, left hand, and just kind of bring, like I actually make a fist for this one, and I just kind of press my fist down into the mat, because I wanna lock it in and there's a little bit of resistance over my thigh. So you're making sure the band is over your leg. From here, spine is staying long, my top leg is gonna lift and open. Now I'm keeping my fist down, so that's the resistance. I'm pushing open, and then I'm lowering back down. I'm keeping my spine and pelvis nice and stable. Inhale, lower. I exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good. Reaching up. Inhale, lower. We have 4 more here. 4, 4. Good. Down. This is 3. And down 2 more. 2. Good, last one. 1, but this time we're gonna come all the way down, but just to a hover. Now keeping my knee where it is, I'm just gonna straighten it. The band will kind of snap so it comes underneath me. And my foot is now in front of my body. So I'm flexed at my hip, but my knee is straight, fist is still down. Now from here, I would have moved the strap now to my foot, and I'm reaching my leg straight back. Use the glute to reach your foot back, and then inhale, bring the leg in front. Exhale, reaching back. And it doesn't really have to go behind you. Like I'm almost thinking of trying to get it in one long line, feeling that connection through the back of the hip. And then I inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, pushing back. Good, inhale, return. Exhale, pressing back. Good, inhale, return. 4 more here. Exhale, press for 4. And forward. Pushing for 3. Control that return. 2 more. Back for 2. Beautiful. Torso is stable, just moving from the hip. Last one. And coming forward and relaxing down. Nice, everyone. We're gonna come up. We're gonna switch sides. So let's take the band, just bring it around that right foot. Switching so it's in the right hand. Coming all the way down. Again, band is over the thigh. Again, I actually just make a little fist here and just bring my hand down so it's nice and stable. And then from here, once I find that long line through the waist, that lift through the bottom oblique, I lift my top leg up, externally rotating, and then controlling the return down. That's it. I'm pressing up, moving from the outer hip, not my ankle, okay? So make sure it's not a twist at the knee, and then down. We're keeping that outer hip, outer knee, outer ankle all in line with each other. And then moving down. Good. Exhale, use the breath. Controlling the return. Good. 4 more. 4. And down. This is 3. And down. 2 more. This is 2. Last one. 1. Coming down, so we're just at a hover. And then we just straighten the knee. Band will snap below. On the exhale, now we push back, finding that long line. Inhale, returning forward. So it's just like side kick. Exhale, pushing back. We're just not doing the 2 kicks forward, 1 swing back. It's 1 swing back, 1 reach forward. And again, we're resisting the springs here, resisting that strap. And then the strap is almost gonna pull you forward, but think of almost resisting that. And then exhale, use the glutes to push. And then imagine a pull. That's it, 4 more. Exhale, reach for 4. And forward. Quad is pulling up on that knee, so that leg is reaching nice and long. Good, and forward, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale, press. Good, inhale, forward, leg comes down. We're gonna come all the way up to a kneel now. So we can take the band out. We're gonna have it down. So we're gonna be kneeling on it, but this time we're gonna have more of the band on the right side. And then you're gonna be kneeling just kind of on that left end of the band, okay? We're up in a neutral position. Hips are extended. We have the shoulders, sternum, rib cage, pelvis, all stacked, okay? So we're wide through the shoulders, head should be right in the middle. Sternum, rib cage, pelvis, all in one alignment. We have the band. We're gonna have it right in front of your sternum. So again, we're kind of pulling so you have a little bit of resistance here. Okay, or like again, like the band is at tension, and you're gonna wrap it around and just kind of interlacing the fingers. So if you're, again, used to the reformer, imagine that we're kneeling on the side, getting ready for some spine twists. So we would have the strap in your hand. From here, we're gonna rotate to the left first. So on the exhale, from the obliques, we're gonna rotate towards the left. Now, if you did the oblique workout, remember you're using that bottom left oblique, top right oblique to create that rotation. And then the band is almost gonna pull you back, but I want you to think of almost, again, resisting it. Like allow it to almost bring you back, but you're controlling it. And then exhale, gaining that resistance as you rotate to the left. And then inhale, control the pull back to the right. You're feeling that nice easy movement through the rib cage. Good, inhale. It's an exhale to initiate that pull. Inhale to control the return to the right. 3 more. Rotate. And coming back. Good, pelvis is steady. The movement is just from the ribs. Good, back. 1 more time. We spiral. Good, and return to the right. We're gonna bring yourself center, opening the arms out to the side now, slightly in front of the shoulders. Focusing on that rib cage placement, the upward rotation of the shoulders, we're gonna go into hug a moon. On the exhale, we bring and kiss the fingertips right overhead. Inhale, open out to the side. Watching that we don't end up sticking the butt out and popping the rib cage forward. Think knees pressing down, crown of the head still reaching up, connected through the obliques. And then control that return back out. Feel the movement coming from your back as you lift. Good, open out to the side. We have 3 more here. This is 3. And open. Good, this is 2. And open, 1 more. This is 1. Good. And open. We're going to come down. Last set, we're going to have your left hand now holding on right in front of your belly button. Okay? Elbow is bent, and you have your shoulder in line with your elbow. On the exhale, we're going to go into some external rotation. So you're going to open out, like you're opening a door. Keeping equal length between the rib cage and the pelvis. And then we're going to close back in front. On the exhale, think from that shoulder. Feel that humerus, so the bone in your upper arm spiraling out. And then controlling the return back in. Again, keeping the elbows still in space. Good. Control the return. Everybody's range of motion can be different here. It's okay if you can't get all the way out. Stop to where you can maintain the stability. And then control the return back in. We have 4 more here. Exhale, open for 4. And close. 3. Good, close. 2 more. 2. Last 1. Good, 1. And back. Nice. Let's move the band over. So we now have more band on the left side, kneeling on the right. We're going to take the band starting with that spine twist. So we just have it through that left hand, interlacing those fingers right in front of the sternum. So we start square, right? We have that alignment, again, sternum, rib cage, pelvis, neutral and extended through the hips. On the exhale, we spiral to the right. Bottom right oblique, top left, like you're resisting pulling that band, and then control that derotation back to the left. Exhale, spiraling over, crown of the head lifting up towards the ceiling. Good, and then control the return back to the right. It's an exhale, inhale back. Good, make sure that you're not shifting through the arms. The arms are following what the rib cage is doing. Staying right in front of the sternum the entire time. This is 3. Good, inhale back. This is 2. And back, 1 more. Good, this is 1. And coming back. Bringing the torso back to center, arms are opening out to the side, palms face up. On the exhale, we're reaching up, hug a moon, kissing those fingertips overhead. And then we open the arms to the side. That's it. It's an exhale to come up. Inhale, opening out. Good. Exhale, lift, trying to avoid any shift through the torso. Inhale, open. Good. This is 3. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale, feeling that upward rotation of the shoulder blades. Good. Open. Last 1. It's an exhale, lift. Good. Inhale, open. Bringing the hands down. We have that right hand now holding onto the strap right in front of the belly button. We have the shoulder in line with the elbow. We're square though from collarbone to collarbone. Okay, from here on that exhale, we're externally rotating, feeling the humerus turn out away from the body without letting the body move with it. And then inhale, control the return in. Use the breath. Start that exhale to connect and then move. Inhale, control that return. Good. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Beautiful. Exhale, open. Nice. Inhale, close. It's really opening through the chest. This is 4. Good. In. This is 3. And back. 2 more. Good. 2. And return. Last one. Exhale, open. Good. Inhale, close. Coming down. We're going to come up to standing and we're going to finish on our feet. We're going to take the band down. So I'm just kind of looping it down to the mat. Again, making sure that's equal length on each side. And you're just going to step right in the middle of it. About 6 bones width apart. Or again, thinking side splits for use of that reformer. So about, again, hip width apart. Now what you're going to do is you're going to hold down to about where your knees are. And then you're going to pull up so you have a fair amount of resistance. I like to even go a step forward and I just kind of pull my hands up and I just place them on my hips, okay? Making sure that my knees are staying over my toes. I'm just going to get a nice soft bend, okay? And now I'm really going to lock down through my left foot and my left glute. So imagining that's the foot that's on the platform, okay? Now the left, or the right foot, sorry, is going to be on the carriage, okay, if I'm thinking reformer. And I'm just going to straighten my knee, pushing out. And then I bend the knee, bring it back in. Now I'm trying to avoid a big shift through my body or any hiking through the pelvis. I'm moving from my hip and I'm thinking of almost just like straighten my knee, pressing my outer foot down, then pull it back in. Exhale, press out. Inhale, bend in. And if you were to peek your eyes down, make sure nothing's happening with that left knee, that it's not caving in, that you're not shifting it in. It's staying almost pushed out as well, right over the toes. Out. Good. In. This is 4. In. 3. In. Push out. 2. Good. 1. Come in. Now straighten both knees. Now as you bend the left knee, you're going to step out with the right leg. So we bend, step out. And then as you straighten the left knee, we pull back in. So we come back to vertical. We then push, return up. Again, nothing is shifting through the pelvis. I'm lowering straight down as I push out. I come right back to vertical. Then push. And lift. Good. 4. Press up. 3. Push up. 2. Push up. Good. 1. Push up, bending both knees, switching sides. I'm stabilizing through the right, stepping out with my left, and bend in. If you're doing this on the mat, you have that sense of instability because it's not stable. In, pressing out, and in. Good. Push, keeping that right knee right over your toes. Pressing out, straighten that left knee. Pull it in. Straighten out. Pull it in. 2 more. 2. And in. 1. Come in. Come up to standing. Bending that right knee. Step out with the left. Now bend, step out. Come back to vertical. Bend, step. Press up. Bend out. Good. Push up. Out. Lift. Good. 4. Up. Last 2. Good. I'm feeling it through the hips. Coming up. 1 more, bend and step. And come up. Go ahead to straighten the elbows, drop the band. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let's nod the chin and just surround the spine all the way down. Letting the weight of the fingers peel the body all the way forward. Just getting that nice stretch. Take an inhale. Exhale, rolling all the way back up. Tail to head. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, nodding that chin, rounding the spine all the way forward. And just letting the weight of the fingers peel you down. Letting the head and neck relax, the shoulders protract away from the spine. Stay here, taking an inhale. And then exhale. Slowly rolling all the way back up to standing. Awesome job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for this workout. If you guys, again, have other props at home or other workouts that you would like to see with props, leave me a note in the comments, and I would love to kind of help create some stuff using some props that you guys have at home. So I hope that you enjoyed this workout. Again, you can do it without a band, you can do it with weights, and I look forward to working out with you guys again next week. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.